1-3 to police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Rock Street.
Hi, you're watching the movie Canon. Watch Gio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I am Giovanni, and this is a special episode of Figures Talk. So this is a show that I'm going to call Figures Talk Accessory. So it's not going to be the long form of Figures Talk show that I usually do regarding figures. So this is just one of those videos that I'm just going to talk about one or two releases or announcements. So I'm going to call this Figures Talk Accessory, like the accessory of the regular Figures Talk show, right? So that's what we're doing here right now. I didn't promote it. This was kind of like a last minute thing, but I still wanted to talk about a particular figure that was announced yesterday by Hot Toys, and so we do have a couple of guests that will be joining me here today. And let me go ahead and bring the very first one here. So you guys know him as Mr. Danny Spachka. He is the current Figures Talk champion. Let's go ahead and bring him in here. Here we go. Mr. There you go. There you go. There you go, Mr. Danny. Danny Spachka, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, man. Thank you for. We just finished up the Met report. Thank you for letting me hop on that and hijack that with the push. And yeah, man, excited to talk with you and our other special guest to talk about this Batman 2.0. It's very controversial, one would say. So yeah, man, thank you so much for inviting me.
Definitely, Danny. Always appreciate you being on here. And again, this was a last minute thing. So this is not something that I had scheduled at all, but here we are now. So let's bring our second guest here for today. You know him as Mr. Dan, the Bat Fan. How are you doing?
What's up, Gio? I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks for having me on again on your channel. What's up, Danny, too?
What's up, Dan?
And yeah.
So we have the all the Daniels with me right now. Both of the Dans right here. So again, thank you so much for being here, Dan and Spachka, for this little quick segment of a particular figure here for today. Figures Talk Accessories. So let's go ahead and get started here. So yesterday, Hot Toys announced a figure, and it's this armored Batman 2.0 from Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now, we've seen this figure before. It's been announced and released before. I actually don't know how long ago it's been since they did that. Maybe you guys can give me some input on that in just a little bit here. So this was announced, and let's get into the Movie Canon movie figure file. So this is from Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Film release date, March 25th, 2016. Studio distributor, Warner Brothers, DC. Box office of this movie is $874 million worldwide, which you would think would be a lot more considering that you have Batman and Superman fighting each other, but $874 million, it's still pretty good. The Rotten Tomato score, though, 29% of the critics gave it a positive review of this movie out of 439 reviews. but the audience seemed to like it quite a bit more. 63% of the audience liked this film of over 100,000 submissions. Now, actually, let's get into the pricing and all that stuff in just a bit here. Now, I obviously wanted Mr. Danny Spotchka on here because he's my figure stock champion. So of course I'm gonna have him on here. And Dan, he is a huge Batman fan, hence the name. So of course I was gonna have him on here, right? So let's go ahead and begin with let's just go with you first. Dan, what are your quick thoughts or your first impressions when you saw this announcement?
Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised because I feel like out of all the DC figures, the armored Batman suit wasn't really a figure that necessarily needed an update, a 2.0. I think the first release was pretty solid and still holds up. So I was a bit surprised, but I must say, talking about the deluxe version, which we will of course get to, that you get quite a lot of stuff. And it's not a bad deal, but I was a little bit surprised that they chose this one to be a 2.0.
Yeah. We have Kenny Lang dropping by. Thanks so much for being here. You were just on my other show, The Met Report, so thank you for coming back here. You brought up price, Dan. So let's talk about that real quick here. So according to Sideshow, the collector's edition, which I believe is the standard edition, right? $300, expected to ship between April and September of 2025. If you wanted the deluxe with the battle damaged, I think it's just components, is it? Just like parts of it? 370. What was that?
You can interchange it, so you have the battle damage version, but also the normal parts. Yeah. Nice.
$370, expected again to ship same time frame, April to September of 2025. Mr. Spotchka, what are your initial impressions?
Yeah, I was also surprised, much like you, Dan. This is one that I do believe could use a 2.0, but are they going to do it correctly? I mean, I'm going to pick this up, of course. You know, we're both big, giant-ass Batman fans, and I don't currently own a armored Batman. This is my favorite Batflex suit, but that original figure is really hard to pose in terms of the arms. It's just a big, bulky figure, right? And I've also heard that it falls over a lot. So if they fix that with this one, if they, you know, I don't have hope that they, or faith that they do, because with this Catwoman right here, we both own that figure, and that, it's a good figure, but it's not an improvement, you could say, over the 1.0. So, you know, the die-cast parts are cool and all when you're posing the figure, but once it's on the shelf, you're not going to be able to tell that it's die-cast, I feel like, with this one. Yeah, dude, we've talked about it behind the scenes, bro. Like, there's so many other figures I think that they could have made, but and even with these photos right here, it doesn't really look like they've updated the articulation too much. So I'm a little conflicted on this. Of course, I want it, but at the same time, I'm like, you could have given us, like, this is the second Batfleck that they've announced recently. Now we have 3 on pre-order that have not been released yet. So it's a lot of Batflecks, I think, to put out at once, but this is the best looking one that we've gotten next to that 2.0 BVS one. I don't know. These two are like the definite ones, I think. So confliction, I feel.
Well, for this one, I did dopo it. I don't. I do have an Affleck Batman. I have the Justice League. What is it called? The
Tactical.
Yeah, technically, yeah, correct. So I have that one. And I think it's the 2.0, I believe.
2.0.
So I have that one. I wasn't planning on getting another, because you know how I was only trying to get one iteration, one Batman from each film or TV or whatever in my collection. But this one, the Armored Batman, that was one that I completely missed out on, and I think that one is a very cool looking figure. So I kind of felt that I needed to get it. So pre-ordered. So I'm getting this one, and let's look at some of the photos here. So this is for the deluxe, right? So interchangeable battle damaged armors, and so they have the die-cast parts here with the deluxe, so I kind of like that. I don't have any figure at all that has any die-casts at all on any of the figures that I have. I don't have an Iron Man or anything like that. But yeah, so this is the one that we have here. It looks really good to me. And the one that they announced in December, the the Batman, the from I think from the same movie, right? The regular Batman 2.0. I was kind of thinking of, I kind of wanted that one too, but I ended up not pre-ordering that one. But this one is quite different enough that I was like, no, I need this. So
they both
so I
clean.
got it. So yeah, dopo. I didn't really hesitate. Like the other, the 2.0, the one that came out in December, like I mentioned, that one I definitely like debated with myself. It's like, do I really want it? And I think I messaged you, Dan, about that.
Dude, you know when this came out yesterday morning? You, Dan, I think Flavio, dude, there was like 6 or 7 people in the community that were hitting me up like, yo, like this just dropped. I woke up, I was like, huh, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah. We have Broke on Toys. Mr. Juan said, first day pre-order building my son's swing set. Oh, well, thanks so much for being here, Juan. He was just on my Met Report show right now. Good stuff, Gio, says Kenny Lang. Thanks so much. I also jumped on this, says Kenny Lang. Yomo saying, yo, hello there, Yomo. Back on here. Thanks so much.
Now, one thing I'm curious about with this, is this going to be USB powered? Or is it going to be battery operated? Because if it's USB powered, I might go ahead and pre-order it myself. But
I mean, the old one was with batteries, so I
Yeah.
think it's going to be with USB.
I hope it's with USB, but also the longevity of these USB ports. Have any of us really tested how long did they last? Because I'll be real with you, man. When it comes to figures like this is one that I want to have the eyes constantly lit up on, right? At least when the lights are turned on, right? That's I want to see the lights turned on. So if with these USBs, I'm hoping that they've improved the lifespan of them. But this is a good figure.
I still haven't bought any of the newer Hot Toys figures that come with the USB port, so I don't know.
I've got one, and I haven't tried it yet because, based upon reviews, it doesn't seem necessary to turn the light on for Black Adam. Maybe for a photo or two, but other than that, yeah.
So it says here, improved paint application and weathering effects, and that's what we see here for the deluxe version, the exclusive, and so because they first announced the regular, the collector's edition first, and then they dropped shortly after they dropped the deluxe with the battle damage and all that stuff. So to me, it's like, well, isn't it just only like $70 more and you get the deluxe? So that's why I was like, I'll just get the deluxe. Yeah. But Dan, you're not picking this one up, or are you doing that?
I'm debating between this one and the other 2.0 that was released with the or announced with the.
Get them both, bro. What you mean? Come on, you're Dan the Bat.
Yeah, the thing is, Ben Affleck isn't my favorite Batman, and
not either. But I mean, these suits though, you can't deny how badass they look, dude. Like, I'll be real. It's ironic that his best suits were from the same movie. Like, oof.
And then this one right here, it's a comparison, right, of the older one and then the new one.
Right.
And it does look like it's quite a bit bigger, right? Like quite chunkier.
Does it? From what I mean, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. It looks a little bit more, at least on the side.
Yeah, the chest profile. Area definitely looks more
Yeah, it looks like it like that. And do any of you know when the first one was announced or released?
2017, I believe.
It's just like a year after the movie came out.
I'm sure, yeah.
And then there was an image that had with Superman. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So there was one with Superman. So you guys think they're gonna?
No.
What was that?
Absolutely not. I don't think. Look, you can tell if you can zoom in on that elbow. I have the Justice League one right here. That's the same one. Maybe that's the BVS one, but it's the same figure, just repainted, right? The elbows are the exact same on that, bro. They are not Henry Cavill Super. I know a lot of people want them to. I don't want to say I want them to, but at the same time, because I have the NR one on pre-order, and you know, after seeing what they did with the Batman, man, I am putting a lot of faith on InArt with that. So I'm good with my Justice League Hot Toys one. For people who don't want to pay InArt prices or whatever have you, yeah, I can see them on the Hot Toys. What about you, Dan or Gio? Do you guys want them to make a Henry Cavill?
I mean, the InArt is pretty amazing, and I think if you want a definite Henry Cavill, then you should go with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the head sculpt looks so much better than the Hot Toys versions.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I got the black suit, the Superman from the Snyder Cut, and I always display him with the angry head sculpt because the other one just doesn't quite look right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the normal expression head sculpt from the InArt one and popping it on the Hot Toys one when that gets
Oh.
yeah.
See, now since I pre-ordered this one, this Armor Batman from Beaver Superman, now I'm needing to get a Superman, Cavill Superman. And I kind of want to get the InArt if I'm still able to. Is that even still
Sold out, I believe.
I'm pretty sure I would have to ask, yeah, because
Okay.
I pre-ordered mine back was it September, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while now. So I was
If
like, I
you're
don't even know if I could, but I would prefer the InArt. Now I do want.
I'll be real, dude. If you can't
Yeah.
get your hands on the InArt one, the Justice League one is a perfectly good looking figure, in my opinion. I think it works just well in the display. So that's just me, though.
Yeah. And then once I get the Cavill, then I need Wonder Woman. So there's
It never ends.
that's how it starts, right? And I always wanted to. I kind of regret not trying to get that Wonder Woman 100 anniversary.
Same.
I didn't even try to get it, but now I kind of regret it. So yeah.
But do you think that's the best head sculpt they did for Gal Gadot? Because I don't think so, to be honest.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, the one that I saw, I mean, it was fine to me. It's definitely not perfect, but just the overall look of that one, and then the rooted hair, and what it comes with, I kind of want that one now. But yeah, it's definitely not perfect. But yeah.
Well, guys, you know what's something we're forgetting? By the way, this isn't related to Wonder Woman. I just thought about this. You know, you said you pre-ordered this. I got like Austin told me this because he was watching the InArt interview, and he had said that John had said that it was 70% done on the Batfleck Armored Batman.
Oh, you know what? That's right.
So
Yes, I mean, there's that possibility too that they could announce that. And didn't they mention something that it would be sometime this year? Or
yeah, they're making it. Yeah, they're like he said they're 70% done with that. They're just working through like things here and there. So that's
yeah,
coming soon, bro. I think this is what
another
happened.
thing.
Went ahead and made this one because they want to compete with them. I don't know.
Okay, so another thing to consider now too. So, Yomo says, I think Superman is coming. They already did 2 Batman 2.0s from the film now, so I think they might as well. So I think you're referring to the Hot Toys, Yomo. I think that's what I'm referring to. So yeah, let's see if there's any other photos I want to address here. Yeah, any other thoughts on this figure, guys?
It looks good. I'm excited.
With me, it was actually the same how it was for you, Gio, because I rewatched the scene today, the fight scene, and then because I was wondering the diorama base that comes with the deluxe version, where that is from, and it's like the exact spot where Henry Cavill is laying, and yeah, Batman is stomping on him, and this right there, and it looks exactly like in the movies. So
okay,
if you get the deluxe version, you need a Superman.
That's the roof where he's caving him in, where he like
does
it like grapple over towards him and like stomps him into the roof?
Yeah, that's the exact same spot. So that's a nice touch. And yeah, then you can display the spear like in there in the base. That looks cool too.
That's kind of how I want to display it, to be honest, because I like just stabbed into the ground. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I want some more like diorama, like dioramas or like bases like that in my collection. And that was part of the selling point for me too, is this diorama base as well.
Dude, square rectangular bases are not cutting it anymore. Yeah, after getting Black Adam, I'm like, nah, I want big bases for all the figures, bro. Like, I know it's space consuming, but like, bro, it just makes the figure pop out so much more.
Yeah. So yeah, Armor Batman 2.0, 1/6 scale, Hot Toys. Any other thoughts before we end this stream here?
Hopefully it gets released soon. Like I was telling the guys behind the scenes, I kind of wish that they would have taken this approach that they did with the Crash Dummy Trooper, right? Umbo Trooper, if you will, and just release it as like a surprise release, right? I get that's kind of hard to do because this one has a head sculpt, that's the deluxe version, what have you. But given that they're giving us so many 2.0s, I feel like they would have been more welcomed if they were more limited quantity, right? If you had to join an RSVP for it to get your hand.
Oh yeah.
I just think it would have been a lot. There would have been a lot more hype around this if they would have immediately just released this, especially since it is the 85th anniversary. Man, they let us down. They let us down.
For sure.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, this is not, as far as we know, it's not part of the 85th anniversary at all, right? Because I think we would have seen some kind of like a logo thing going on. Like this is the 85th anniversary, so there's that also coming soon. So we have that looking forward to, and
Maybe.
well, yeah, that's
about it, bro. Because was his birthday.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, guys, I don't think I have anything else. So let me just have you do this again, Danny. I know you just plugged your channel right now, but what do you have going on there?
Well, thank you so much for asking, Gio. Once again, Copper Drop on Thursdays at 9 p.m. I also need to film a Black Adam in the Collection video. I just haven't yet. As a matter of fact, I got home from work, straight went to streaming with you guys. So needed to film some content for you guys to see. I'm also in the works with Philly Figurecraft to do it's a live stream event series that we're both drawing. We have a special guest come on and pretty much help us draw what we're going to do. Other than that, man, yeah, subscribe to these guys down here, Dan the Batfan and Gio the Movie Canon. Excellent streaming with you guys. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
For sure.
All right, well, again, thank you so much for being on here twice, Danny. Greatly appreciate it. Kenny Lang says, thanks for the afternoon content. Yeah, definitely, Kenny Lang. Thank you so much. Help me get some stuff done. I greatly appreciate it, Kenny. All right, so then Mr. Dan the Bat Fan, what do you have? Well, I know one of the things that you have going on. So, but what do you have going on?
Yeah, I mean, I can say it. Me and Gio, we filmed the Nightmare on Elm Street movie ranking, and yeah, I'm currently halfway done with the editing. And yeah, when it's finished, it will be uploaded, and yeah, I will tell you guys then. And yeah, then you can check it out. I put a lot of work in it, a lot of edits, movie clips, images. So definitely a cool ranking video.
I'm excited to see that. And also, bro, me and you've been trying to work out a Batman commentary. I think Gio would be cool if he hopped in on too.
Yeah, that's what I'm also trying to do, like commentaries, movie reactions, that type of thing.
Yeah,
the Batman, right? The Matt Reeves.
Yeah,
no, I was thinking about 89 because of the anniversary.
Oh, okay.
He's saying 89. I was telling him, like, once it gets closer to the fall time for the Penguin release, we should do a commentary.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there'll be a 3-hour plus stream for the Batman.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. Let me just move this here real quick. Okay. So thank you guys for being on here. And like I said, I know I didn't promote this. Like I said, this was like a last minute thing. But sometimes when because I don't always do a Figures Talk show Sundays because I usually do things. But like tomorrow I won't be doing a Figures Talk show. The next one will be on April 21st. So that'll be the next Figures Talk episode. So whenever there's a situation like that, when I don't have a show the next day on a Sunday, I may just do something like this, do like a very quick video, Figures Talk, Accessories, I'm going to call it, after the Met report. If there's something that comes up that I really want to talk about that I'm not going to be able to. So this is a good example of this. So definitely be doing that. And then hopefully I have some of you guys on here as well. For my next Figures Talk episode on April 21st, of course, we're going to have Mr. Danny Spotchka and I know Dilo the Collector is going to be on,
Hell
and
yeah.
possibly Mr. Brick Artemis might be on there as well. So definitely tune in for that. And Dan, the Bat Fan, thanks so much for being on here. You know you can't always be on the channel because of the time zone, so I'm glad I could get you here sometimes. And then I'm looking forward to that Freddy ranking video, the Nightmare on Elm Street ranking video. So I'm excited for that. So thank you guys for watching in the live chats. If you're watching in the replay, thanks so much for that as well. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Thank you so much.